I'm loving all these pro-Palestinian protests going all across the world. You got the college students in the United States protesting pretty much on every college campus. You got people in France protesting. You got people in Ireland, Poland. You got people all over the world protesting against the Israeli government and what they're doing. And no matter how many people get arrested, it's not going to silence these people. It's just going to make more people protest.
Broken up by police Wednesday night, but students came back on Thursday evening to continue their movement. For the very latest, we can cross now to France 24's Shirley Sitbone, who's at those demonstrations here in Paris. Shirley, what's the latest going on there?
Well, this continues here, and it's extremely loud, as you've heard around me. Now, perhaps more than dozens, perhaps even 100, 200 people around here, students, saying that they have to be vocal. They want to start a wave of protests across universities here in France. They're pretty satisfied, saying they feel they've been heard at last. What they're saying is that if their university does not condemn very clearly Israel for what the students call genocide in Gaza, well, it means they're all accomplices in what's happening in the Middle East. And they say that now more and more students have been coming out. A few minutes ago, we heard a recording from Jean-Luc Mélenchon, who is the head of France Unbowed Party, who has been very vocal also about the situation in Gaza. And he told the students here in this recording, "We're with you, we're proud of you, you're our pride and our honor. You show that we're all still humans, and this will bring to more uprisings in university across France." As you can hear.
Wow. Unlike the United States, where a lot of the leaders are claiming pro-Palestinian protesters are terrorists and having them arrested, you have the leader here in support of the protesters.
And students really saying that everybody is with Palestine and everybody is with Gaza and everybody hates Netanyahu. That's what you're hearing behind me. Tout le monde déteste Netanyahu. Everybody hates Benjamin Netanyahu.
And Shirley, there have been
Even in Israel, you got a lot of Israelis that hate Netanyahu for what he's doing, uh, what he's doing in Gaza, and what he's done before, being corrupt, taking bribes, and various other things. There was tons of protests against Netanyahu before the war started.
been some concerns in the U.S. about anti-Semitism at these kinds of protests. Has that been an issue here as well? What have students been saying about that?
Yes, it has been an issue, a fear of some students saying there's not enough dialogue and not enough look into what the Israelis have been saying, the hostages. But here students are telling me, no, not at all. Their leaders are saying we're not anti-Israeli as such. We're for the liberation of the hostages held in Gaza as well. We want international law to be applied. We want the bombings of Gaza to stop. We don't want an escalation, a regional escalation. They're saying if we're not acting now, all together from all faiths, Jews, Muslims, Christians, non-believers, anyone, well, this will go on and escalate. So we want to put as much pressure as possible on the French government, on Israel, on universities to block what's happening now in the Gaza Strip. And
The use of anti-Semitism is pretty unfounded. Being against what a government is doing isn't racist in the least. You can criticize any government and it's not racism. But the Israeli government loves to use anti-Semitism to try to quiet people. Like in the United States, there is a lot of anti-Israeli Jewish people protesting against the what the Israeli government is doing, and a lot of them are getting arrested.
they're saying that they don't want to boycott all Israelis. Their leaders are saying we want to boycott those taking part or supporting what's going on in Gaza. But you can see in the slogans here, on posters here, that they're calling to cut all ties between, some of them at least, cutting all ties between Sciences Po Paris and all Israeli universities.